ha ha ha! Achoo!
Flash locate.
Achoo! Oh my god!
People who cheat in their speedruns are hilarious because they're terrible at hiding the fact that they cheated. These are the funniest fake Minecraft speedruns. This speedrun, this one's gonna be a doozy. We can see 4 worlds they've made in the past. The world record, new world, and world record. The only problem is it clearly says cheats. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I think the speedrunner is just a little bit excited for the new GTA, considering they got this GTA meme in the top left corner. Their world creation literally happens in 0.1 milliseconds, but if I go frame by frame, you can very clearly see them turn the cheats on. Not very subtle, buddy. So the speedrunner starts speed running, if you can even call it that. And of course, another red flag is they are using a cursed text-to-speech.
Let me get some dirt.
What is with cheating speedrunners and text-to-speech voices? I just don't get it. So the speedrunner immediately digs down, getting 1 dirt block, then breaking a tree and getting 1 oak log. So they make a crafting table, put it down, they put the dirt in the middle of the crafting table, and they build the notorious wand. Has anyone seen this before? What's the wand? Do I want to know? Well, it does 100,001 attack damage. And I love how as soon as they pick up this new item, they actually get the achievement, it's a new update. He's good at covering his tracks. Hank Schrader would never be able to figure this one out. Immediately after, the speedrunner just explodes with items. I'm not really sure what happened here. Did they jump? Did they use the wand? Did they eat too much for lunch? I don't know. And among those items are Eyes of Ender, netherite armor, a bookshelf, an enchantment table. Yeah, despite this being a speedrun, they actually take the time to build the bookshelves and the enchantment table and enchant their armor. Okay. So the speedrunner throws an Eye of Ender to determine the stronghold location. And honestly, this next part, I really can't say much about it. They really put the speed in speedrunner. Let me just show you.
Look at this amazing speed to the end portal.
Yeah, in the matter of 2 seconds, they found their way to the stronghold. That was very, very impressive. So they fill the end portal with eyes, entering the end, and this goofy goober really thought this would go over our heads. The next few moments go at hyper speed, but if I go frame by frame, it's very clear that they are giving themselves ender pearls, enchanted golden apples, and a stack of diamond blocks. Now, if you asked a non-gamer if there was anything wrong with this sequence of events, it would truly go right over their heads. But me? I'm a gamer, and I'm not gonna let this goober fool me. The speedrunner proceeds to break the end crystals at hyperspeed, throwing in a little creative mode, thinking we're not gonna notice that. Come on, buddy. Do you think we just blew in from Stupid Town? Well, they go back into survival mode, and they one-tap the dragon with the mysterious wand. And you know what? It looks like this guy had a lot of fun speedrunning Minecraft. Way more fun than I had forcing myself to play the Golem video game. The beginning of this speedrun seems legitimate, but I know this is not your first rodeo. We've watched billions of fake speedruns together, and I know you can see that they're already level 66. And of course, this is my video, so of course this is a fake speedrun. Except for that one time I reviewed Dream's speedrun. It wasn't fake, he just cheated. The speedrunner looks around and they see a mysteriously cut off tree. I don't know what that's about, I just find it weird. But directly behind them is a village, which is a fantastic spawn. So they start breaking this tree, getting 8 planks, and then they enter this village house. And inside the village house, they open a chest, getting pretty good items. This all looks legitimate except for the stack of cooked meat. Come on, man. I wasn't born yesterday. So after taking these items from the chest, they walk outside and things just get worse. Immediately in front of them is what appears to be the obelisk from 2001: A Space Odyssey, with a chest in front of it that says gift from the village. And wow, I wish I got gifts like this. Truly heartwarming that the village would do this for the speedrunner. So the speedrunner leaves the village, walking in the desert, and they come across this suspicious looking hole in front of them. They fall down the hole into a pit of water. Wow, this totally isn't orchestrated. This has really got me on the edge of my seat. Further into the cavern, it's just diamond palooza. I love how the speedrunner isn't even fazed by the diamonds. They just keep on moving on into the cave system, and it appears as if they found an amethyst room. Inside the room is the Notch nether portal. I don't understand why these fake speedrunners have such an obsession with Notch. I get that he created the game, but he sold it to Microsoft and has had nothing to do with it for a very long time. Why don't we start calling them the Microsoft nether portal? I don't know. So the speedrunner enters the Notch nether portal, which brings them to the Notch house. This guy should collaborate with Martin Scorsese. He is a plot writing genius. Inside the house is exactly what you'd expect. Just a large lump of random rare items. They exit the house and there is a hole with a sign in front of it that says Nether Fortress. So they go down the hole and wow, would you look at that? It's the Nether Fortress. I am on the edge of my seat watching this. And while exploring the Nether Fortress, instead of finding finding a blaze spawner, they just find a chest with, one sec, I gotta do some math here, 320 blaze rods in it. This is painful. So the speedrunner builds a nether portal, returning to the overworld, and as soon as they look up, they find whatever this is. Have you seen this before? Because I haven't. Oh, how convenient. It's an Enderman farm. Well, gee willikers, how did that get there? So I guess the speedrunner has ender pearls now. The speedrun footage cuts to the player just being in a jungle now. And I don't know if you noticed, but they suddenly have a telescope, or whatever it's called, I can't remember, a watch glass, in their inventory. Again, the speedrunner encounters another mysterious hole. The plot thickens. Oh, I was wrong. It's called a spyglass. I'm an idiot. Well, they use their spyglass to look down this mysterious hole, and you're never gonna guess what's down there. Holy cow, the stronghold must be down there. So the speedrunner jumps down this hole. Wow, he's brave. And would you look at that? The end portal is completely filled. That truly has a 1 in a million chance of happening. I think this guy is on track to get the world record. I don't know. So I think when the speedrunner was falling, their momentum carried over into the end, because as soon as they enter the end, they actually die using their totem of undying. So they get this achievement called Post-Mortal, which actually reveals that their username is Space Cheese 1, which has kind of got me thinking, what is Space Cheese? And should I send cheese to space for a video? Anyways, that doesn't matter. The speedrunner goes towards the center of the end island, and they engage in a gruesome and wild fight with the Wish.com Ender Dragon Mark III. And I don't know if you noticed this, but I love how the endgame portal is already filled. This speedrunner could just jump in there and end the game, but their commitment to the bit here really made me chuckle. After the speedrunner covers the end dragon with TNT, lighting it and running away, listen to the fear and excitement in their voice as they run away. Yeah, that was pretty anticlimactic. I think this guy might actually have more energy in his voice than I do. And yeah, just like that, the speedrunner kills the Ender Dragon in a truly inspiring battle. Just like that, they beat the game world record and they enter the portal, ending the game. Or so I thought. The speedrunner mysteriously returns to the Notch house, and you're never gonna guess who's to blame. Is that Minecraft stove? Yeah, honestly, I'm not really sure what's going on here. There's just a very dramatic and cinematic scene where the speedrunner is brought back to the Notch house and they're forced to fight the Wither, and they die trying. I don't really know what any of this means, but maybe this is the beginning of the fake speedrun lore. Minecraft stove, the PP trader, slowly but surely I'm putting the pieces together. Anyways, as soon as the speedrunner realizes he's about to face his imminent death, you'd imagine he's gonna be very, very scared. Well, listen to what he says. This guy has such little energy to his voice. He sounds like he has a lot more excitement than I do, that's for sure. And again, no guys, I'm not depressed. I think I was just tired when I recorded the last few videos. Oh man, it's Walt Jr.'s Minecraft survival world? This is such a moving moment in the TV show. Walt Jr. is truly the speedrun prodigy.
God, son, that's wonderful.
You know? It is wonderful. This next speedrun is really something else. They actually start on the pause menu, but they are selecting the third slot in their inventory, which, come on buddy, that is a rookie mistake. They start the speedrun and they immediately start breaking the wood of this tree, but as soon as the block breaks, it reveals a chest. Not very original. I've seen this trick 1,000 times. And the speedrunner's pretty excited about this chest, saying OMG, so lucky in the chat. But you know what? I think I'm convinced inside this chest is about what you'd expect from a chest hiding underneath a tree. You know, some wood, some obsidian, some flint and steel, an end portal frame, eyes of ender, grass seed. After the speedrunner takes their spoils of war, they start typing in the chat again saying, don't look at chat, guys. Hey, you know what? He didn't say please, but I'll give him some respect here. I'm gonna play the rest of the speedrun and I'm gonna look away for a moment. You know what? I'm actually pretty curious. Slash give command. I cannot believe him. And to think I trusted this guy for a moment. Yeah, I'm just messing around. He gives himself a netherite axe. This is very goofy. Regardless, I'm not really sure when we're supposed to start looking at the speedrun again. It doesn't matter. He starts running away with this goofy little netherite axe. But then the speedrunner takes a pause and they zoom in far away. I don't know what he's doing. He's looking at some trees. And from there, the speedrunner types in chat, OMG, modified Jung Edge, so lucky, 1-1. Now, genuinely, I don't know know if this is like a Minecraft nerd kind of thing. Is a modified jungle edge, is that something special and cool? I don't know. And I'm not really sure why he pointed that out anyways, because after saying that, he breaks this wood block, digging down, revealing the legendary overworld end portal spawn. Holy cannoli. I never thought I'd live to see this day. This is more iconic than the time I forced myself to play the Gollum video game. And yeah, the speedrunner starts typing in chat again, a bunch of lame mumbo jumbo, OMG, so lucky. So he fills the end portal with eyes, going into the not again. Going into the end, and of course, this guy was so clever that he forgot to give himself a pickaxe, or build a pickaxe, or really do anything to help his progression in the speedrun. So with no shame left, he just goes into creative. Alright, so we're really, the bar is that low, huh? So the speedrunner is in creative mode, and before they start breaking the end crystals, they go right back to the chat, typing a /kill command. Come on. Dude, really? But I don't think they know how the /kill command works, because they hover over all entities and then they realize, no, that's gonna kill me. I don't think I should do that. But then they hover over all players and they go, I think that's gonna kill me too. Well, this is a speedrun and they don't have time to look this up on the internet, so they end up just killing everything, including themselves. But it's okay because the clock is still ticking, even though they don't actually have an official timer on the screen. So they go back to their end portal, returning to the end, putting themselves back in a survival mode. Sorry, this guy sucks at spelling. Survival mode. And even though time is of the essence, the speedrunner goes right back to the chat box saying, OMGs, beat it one hit. Ah, man, I don't got the patience for this anymore. This speedrun, there is just so much happening. And I think like me, you're gonna find it really goofy and silly, and towards the end, you're gonna find it really annoying and irritating. Now, if you couldn't tell, this speedrun was clearly made by Hayden Games, because they slapped a ginormous watermark right on the front of the video. And it also says connecting to the server. This speedrun, it's not real. But they do have a timer, so plus 10 points for that. They also have some sort of weird keyboard mod right in the middle of their screen, which is extremely distracting. I don't know why they have it there. And in the first 3 seconds, there is a ginormous structure coming from the ground. On top of that, their friend Zachy also asks them, bro, you recording now? And yeah, the speedrunner has a microphone. Big warning to the headphone users here. This guy's voice is ear-piercing.
Oh my god! The new upgraded feature!
So according to the sign in front of them, the speedrunner gets enchanted netherite axes. Is that the plural of axe? I don't know. Axi? I don't know. From God. They also find a ruined nether portal, a netherite village house with just an amalgamation of random items. I don't know what this is supposed to mean. I have never in my entire life seen a speedrunner so excited about dried kelp.
Let's go! Dried kelp! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
And next to this miraculous village house is a large hay structure with signs on it that say, dig in here please. New 1.18 feature. Buddy, get with the times. 1.18 is old news. The newest update is 1.20 and Mojang has added a few types of wood. This is old news. The entrance to this large hay structure is blocked off by bedrock. So listen to what the speedrunner's saying in their microphone.
Holy Dude, it's bedrock. Quickly, break it. Dig in here, please!
Very clearly whispering to their friend. Their friend slyly replaces the bedrock with dirt, and what they find inside is going to shock you. Listen guys, unfortunately I'm gonna have to cut this segment short. I really can't afford to get demonetized, especially after spending all my money on playing the Gollum game. All jokes aside, this is the point where I just start to get irritated by this speedrun, so I'm just gonna quickly skim through all the irritating stuff. The speedrunner finds Jesus, literally, which is fantastic for them. Then they encounter the newest 1.18 feature, the corner night, whatever that is supposed to be, I don't know. Then they go outside and they find an emerald pathway that leads to a ruined nether portal. And you could see what I'm getting at here. This speedrun ends up just being a showcase for this guy's very abrasive screaming voice.
Oh my god, I just realized! The netherite portal!
So they enter the nether, there's command blocks, there's more gifts from God. There is so much going on that their game actually glitches. Then when you know what, I know I usually call them speedrunners, but I'm not calling this guy a speedrunner. This guy's just a goofball. He returns to the overworld, types in a /locate command to find the stronghold, teleports himself to the stronghold, has another wild freak out while he's falling down a hole that leads to the stronghold.
Oh man, the stronghold!
And he also expresses his deep love and fascination for dried kelp.
Dried kelp, I love you! Oh my god.
I want to be just as done with the speedrun as you do right now. I'm so sorry. We're this far in, we've already committed. And when the speedrunner finds the portal room, they discover that God already did to portal. And big warning to the headphone users, you can imagine how excited this guy is. I'm gonna give you a second to lower your volume. Here you go.
Oh my god, no way.
So when the speedrunner enters the end, in front of them is the Ender Dragon, ready to battle. Wow. And just like that, the speedrunner kills the Ender Dragon, enters the portal, and beats the game in a world record 4 minutes and 12 seconds. And now I'm gonna go massage my ears because this guy's scream voice was like nails on a chalkboard for me. This next speedrun is truly a breath of fresh air because instead of a very loud microphone, they're just putting text on the screen. So I personally am very excited, especially after the last guy. And yeah, the speedrunner is very excited about finding a village, but it's clearly fake. They're level 7, they're selecting the 6th slot in their inventory. You know that whole baloney, I've said it a billion times now. They pick up some hay, casually getting a lot more hay than you'd expect. They get a bed, and they find all netherite gear. This is pretty unoriginal, but I'll keep on watching. What's unusual about this speedrun is that the sun is actually setting. Clearly shows that they were in this world prior to the run, wasting tons of time setting up all these ridiculous shenanigans. So the speedrunner proceeds to say, bruh, I want day. So they type in a command to change the day to morning, saying nobody will be upset if I change it, question mark. You know what? I'm actually really upset. Well, the speedrunner finds a ruined nether portal in the distance, and inside the chest is flint and steel. The portal's complete, so all they do is light it, and they actually tell us, and I quote, I'm so lucky today, I'm really lucky guys, it's just luck, I'm so lucky, lol. Yeah, right, tell it to the judge. Well, immediately after, they say, oh no, what? An unlucky spawn. There is no fortress, maybe behind this wall. Well, gee, I wonder what's gonna be behind this wall. Well, gee, I wonder what's going... Well, gee, I wonder what's gonna be behind... Why can't I speak? Well, gee, I wonder what's gonna be behind this wall. Blaze spawner. Why am I not surprised? Is that Blaze spawner ore? Oh my goodness, wow. He truly is extremely lucky. So yeah, the speedrunner finds what they are dubbing Blaze spawner ore. That's a new one. And then they proceed to change their game mode from peaceful to easy, which I'm not actually sure. Can you speedrun Minecraft in peaceful difficulty? It doesn't matter. The speedrunner shows off their innate skill at killing blazes by just knocking them back, and out of frustration they change their game mode back to peaceful with a sudden cut that says, okay guys, I killed all the blazes. They did some off-camera killing. That does not sound right. They did some off-camera blazing. That doesn't sound right either. They cut the footage, that's all I mean. And he actually clarifies, saying, I just did cut to not waste your time. This guy really is a saint. I'm hereby awarding him the nicest speedrunner award. Well, anyways, yada yada yada. The speedrunner gets 64 blaze rods, they return to the overworld, and in the distance, there is something in the sky. And the speedrunner is very surprised by this, if you can't already tell by the text on the screen, saying, what is... ... What is that? Yeah, they found the end portal tree. So the speedrunner enters the end portal tree, entering the end, having a bunch of strange commands in the chat log. I can't actually see what it is because they cut off their screen, but it doesn't matter. This speedrunner is so close to the world record because only the Ender Dragon is left. Yeah, that's right, you heard what he said. Well, the speedrunner's got a trick up his sleeve, a magic trick. So I guess he puts the enchanted golden apple in the endgame portal with flint and steel, a single blaze rod, and just like that, he beat the game. And the speedrunner's last words before he achieves this fantastic world record is 7.2 Bobucks. I don't even know what that means. I'm gonna go take a nap. Hey, Ayundaru here. If you enjoyed this video, click on my channel and check out some of my other very funny videos. Thanks for watching and have a good day.